Hey everybody, it's me again. I am broadcasting on my walk. I usually go, oh, this is kind of, I don't like the way this looks. Let me try this way. I don't know. Hey, Carla, you're back. I just had some quick things that I wanted to talk to about with you guys. I had some conversations today, and a couple of things came up about alignment and about who you choose to partner with and who you choose to be with when you're doing business. And I just felt before I started watching my TV for tonight, I wanted to kind of give you guys some insight into that. It's perfectly okay to partner with people, but everybody's not meant for your business. Hey, everybody's not meant to be there for your business or your ride or your journey. Couple of people. Oh, the alligators are out. You guys want to see the alligators? I'll let you see the alligators real quick. But couple of people today, like Jay Stone, my good friend, was talking about how she. Hold on, let me see if I can do this so you can see the alligators really quickly. Do you see him down at the bottom? Wait, he just went under. You see him? You see him? He just came up. You giving hearts to the alligator? Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I usually come out here and I walk it, in the evening after my work day is wind down, and I bring Jose Cuervo out for a walk, and the alligators are usually out there. So I kind of keep my distance from there. But anywho, you have to be careful. Let me see if I can get us some good light here. Yeah, you have to be careful because everybody's not meant to be for your business. And I was saying earlier, Jay Stone did a broadcast about pimping her brand. And I laugh because, I love her style. That's my girl and everything. But there was a lot of truth in what she said. There are times when people will come on and say, hey, let's partner on something. Let's work together. We can share our audiences. And this person may have 12 people following them. And you may have built your following to like thousands. And there really is no incentive there. And all they really want to do is get in front. Oh, the bugs are out. Get in front of your audience. And that's not cool, And I've had that happen to me. And, I don't make a big deal about it anymore. But, it is what it is. And you have to understand that people have different ulterior motives and different needs. And it doesn't mean that their urgency is a fit for what you're doing for your business or your brand or anything like that. And in some cases, it could damage your brand if you have the wrong people that are there. I'm trying to do this better. Yeah. Oh, that's better. Okay, I like the light that way. The light is going down fast. The sun is about to set. But it's hard when you have a situation where someone wants to repeatedly just keep getting in front of you, in front of your audience. Now, a flip side, I had a former client I talked to earlier. I'm not going to put her business out there, but she's in a situation where she is locked into a partnership for a couple more months. And I wish she had talked to me first before she did it, but she did it because it was convenient for her. But when you look at the long-term plan, it doesn't work out well for either one of them. So, I talked to her about it. I'm going to work with her and advise her on that. But, she's a smart girl. She's a smart cookie. She knows what she's doing, and she's not going to let this temporary situation, keep her from excelling in her business. And I love that about her. I love that. Absolutely. And then you have people who, they just want what you have, not in a malicious way, they're just so, I'm not going to use the word desperate because I don't think desperate is the right word here, but they're in a mindset of, well, she did it or he did it. Why can't I? I just want to get to that same level where I just want a foot in the door, and there's a saying, I love that, Pam from Martin, she goes, all I need is a foot in the door. Damn it, give me a toe. And for all intents and purposes, sometimes I feel like that too in certain things, like in the tech world and in the VC world and things like that. I have a toe in the door. I have a couple of relationships. But sometimes it's just, people are just like, wow, they don't know what they don't know, and then they don't know how to get to where you are. And in some cases, that could lead to them trying to use you. Sometimes intentionally, sometimes unintentionally. But you have to be very vigilant about who you allow in your space, near your brand, to represent your brand. around your audience, because you spent a lot of time building your audience. That would be like me just letting Joe Schmo come up into my audience. I mean, my Periscope audience isn't that big, of course, but the audience that I have built with my radio show and my writing and Twitter and Google Plus and all, LinkedIn and everything. And you have to really do your due diligence, because everybody's not for you. So one thing I had mentioned before in my earlier broadcast was that I used to go through this thing where everybody with a story, well, not everybody, like some people with a sad story, I would just basically, you let the heartstrings be pulled, and you can't do that. That's clouding your business judgment. Everybody's not meant to be with or for your business, and that is okay. It is okay to say no. So the next time you have someone that wants to partner with you, I want you to put together a checklist. I'm trying to preserve the light. I want you to put together a checklist that outlines the reasons why it makes a compatible relationship. So put together, a little questionnaire. It has to be a win-win-win, which is a win for you, a win for them, and a win for both of your audiences. So it's a win-win-win for everybody. Also, make sure that you do your due diligence on these people. You got to check into their history, into their background, what their success rate is, what their failure rate. Here's a good rule of thumb for me. If they are too ashamed or too proud or too secretive to tell me about their failures, then that says a lot, because we learn from our failures, and those should not be, well, I shouldn't call them learning lessons. Yeah, we'll call them failures can be your learning lessons. So don't be too ashamed to ask those questions. Talk to people that they have partnered with before, see how it went. If it went south, find out why. Always get both sides of the story. Don't take one side over the other. But basically you have to, that alligator's scaring the hell out of me right now, because he keeps coming up and putting his head up. And you see, I got Jose with me. See, there he is. There he is. Hi, Jose. And, he's little enough for the alligator to come up and just snap him up. So I'm a little afraid of him right now. But, do your due diligence and check and make sure that this person is a good fit for you and that they're going to go to bat. Because remember this, nobody's going to care about your business more than you do. They're not going to put as much work into it as much as you do either. So make sure that you do your due diligence and make sure it's the right fit. And if it does not feel right in your gut, don't do it. Don't follow through. So I trust that you guys will do your due diligence and you will figure out who is appropriate to work with and who's not, who is on the level and who's full of, excuse my language, full of shit. So, do your thing. Make sure you protect yourself. And always, 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 always get it in writing. Always get things in writing. I don't care if it's just an appearance on your show. You should have a contract for that. I don't care if it's to do a guest blog post. Have a contract for that. If it's a joint venture, definitely have a contract for that. So make sure you're protecting yourself. It's not rude. It's not being mean or anything. It's just looking out for the best interests of your own brand. So make sure you have the proper alignment, the proper people that are aligned with your values and what your audience is looking for. As much as I love to bake and everything, for right now, my business audience, someone who bakes is not a good connection for me to put in front of my audience. But find the right people and align with them. So I am going back inside because I'm about to get eaten by mosquitoes. And I'll give you one last view of this gorgeous lake so you can look at that. See how pretty? See that? This is what I come to work at when I feel bored sometimes. It's right in my backyard. I just come out and look at the lake and walk the path. And it's just beautiful here. I love it. So you guys have a great evening, and I will maybe do a Periscope tomorrow, maybe not. Who knows? We'll see how I feel. But y'all be good. And Empire tonight, remember. See you later, guys. Bye.